Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial, CorelDRAW for beginners level 2. Alright, in CorelDRAW for beginners level 1 we're able to go through the tools of how to make use of the tools of CorelDRAW, like the very basic tools for working on CorelDRAW. We went through the pick tool, the shape tool, the text tool, common shapes, the rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, to create so many different kind of graphics. So here now we are on CorelDRAW for beginners level 2. Okay, because I said I was going to break down these videos into level, because we cannot just um, train under about an hour, get to train someone for um, on CorelDRAW, and the person masters it, in about an hour or thereabout. We have to break this down into levels. All right, so we were able to work on our file. Now today I'm going to teach us how to open up our previous file. I'm going to teach us how to open it, and then I'll open up another. Let me just teach us how to open up our previous file. Okay, that is, if you follow through from CorelDRAW level 1, actually you have to, you understand, before you watch level 2. Level 1 will give you, if you've watched level 1, it will give you a better understanding of level 2. All right, so if you've not watched level 1, I would suggest you go back to watch level 1 before you watch level 2. All right, this will give you a better understanding. Okay, so in level 1 we treated opening a new document. I think we clicked on this here, and then we went through all of this in level 1. Okay, I said we are going to go through color settings. By the way, it's something advanced. Okay, but you can always leave it as default. Actually, you can see most of them are set to default. You can always leave it at default, you understand. So, and then we have all of our documents set, but I'm not going to create a new document, because in level 1 I clicked on OK and then we created a new document, but I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to open the document we started with in level 1. All right, so I'm going to just cancel this, and then the document we started in level 1, we named it CorelDRAW um, for beginners level 1, and this is just it right here. Actually, it's on my welcome screen already. This is it right here. You can see that this is it. I can just click on it here and open it, or I can come here and open recent, and I can find it here, CorelDRAW for beginners level 1. Okay, or I can control O, or just click on that open button and then just come to my document. I'll have it saved somewhere here. I can trace it. Yeah, this is it, CorelDRAW for beginners level 1. Whichever way I want to open it is fine. All I just need to do is to get it open. I can click it here and then click open here, and then it opens, but I'm not going to do that. Let me just cancel, and I can just easily open it from here. So there you go, I have it open. This is what we um went through, in CorelDRAW level 1. You understand how to create all of these shapes, text to this, that, the very basics, just as I said initially. All right, so let's take it up a step further. All right, in level 1 I don't think we really touched up on all of this, so let me go through them. All right, file. If you want to create a new document, you can come to file and then new, and then it has a shortcut which is Control N. Okay, you can create a new document this way. You can see, so it's bringing up that pop-up again for me to create new document and insert all of my details and all of that, and then I click OK. If I click OK, it's going to create another document, a fresh page, a fresh document, you understand. So here we go, but I'm going to close this, so it will take me back to our level 1 for beginners. All right, So, or better still, to create a new document, you can either, like I said, you can come here, you can either press Ctrl N for shortcut, or you can just click on the cross, no, sorry, plus button here. Just click on it, which I just did, and then you can see same thing and all of that. But I'll just click cancel. I'll cancel that. All right, so that's just it basically. To create a new document, you can load from template. If you have some templates already on your um, computer, you can open Control O to open maybe a CorelDRAW file, a previous CorelDRAW file, or relatable or other files that can open in CorelDRAW. So let me just click open, Control O, open, or just click on it there. Let's say I'm a photographer as well, so I get to take pictures and all of that. But let me just bring in just a random picture. I didn't take this, okay? So I'm just going to click on it, and then I'm going to come here, to open. Oh, okay, I can't open that, sorry. I think I basically just have to use this for um sorry, for my CorelDRAW document and probably PDF. Okay, sorry about that. I have to majorly use this for my CorelDRAW document. Not if I want to, I'll get to where I can bring in pictures and all of that into CorelDRAW. Okay, you can drag and drop pictures. Actually, you can just come to your document here. You can just drag and drop. Okay, you can drag and drop, which is fine. I'm going to delete that. Or you can, I'm very used to shortcuts, okay? So I'm mostly used to the dragging and dropping or just copy and paste. So rather than, coming out through the way here, you understand? So, or we can just come to control O is to open CorelDRAW files, okay? Don't mix that up. Sorry about that. Open recent. So we have open from Coral Cloud. I'm not connected to the internet right now, and I do, and I can't open anything from CorelDRAW Cloud. Sorry. So let's just go to open recent. All right. Open recent helps me. Okay, this is some things I've designed before. I can just open one of them. Some recent files I've done and all of that. Okay. This is to close. I can close down this file. I can close down this file. I can save as. I can save as. Depending, I can let's revert. That should be Control Z, I believe, or something. But okay, I'm gonna skip that. I can import. Yeah, let's import now. Okay, so now let's try and import that previous image that we wanted to, and then we'll come here, we click import, and then it gives me this stuff. Kind of funny. So I just import it. I just left click, and it brings it up. The process is actually too long for me, so I always prefer to just drag and drop. I always prefer that. That's way easy, way simple. Sometimes you can even just Control C or click on your document, click or right click to copy, come to CorelDRAW, and then you paste. Simple. I prefer um, the easier routes actually, because I'm just so used to them. Okay, and it's applicable for beginners as well. All right, so um, we can export. When you export, means you want to save whatever you've done as PNG, as JPEG, as you see PNG here, portable network graphics, JPEG, joint photographic export group. You can, for print, let's say TIF, for document sake, page formats, let's say PDF. You can save as for Adobe Illustrator and the likes. I'm just going to cancel that. I'm not going to export anything right now. But if you want to save your file as JPEG, as picture, let's say you're done with designing in CorelDRAW and you want to save it as JPEG, you come to export. Okay, you go to file, export, and then From there you can just select PNG or JPEG, whichever one you prefer. All right. Okay, so that is that about that. And then okay, we can directly publish to PDF from here. We can check up document properties and all of that. So let's go to edit. For edit, you can see Ctrl Z, undo, redo, Shift Ctrl Z, like that. You can paste, Ctrl V. You can copy, Ctrl C. You can duplicate, Ctrl D. You understand? So let's go to view. For the view, always put it on enhanced because CorelDRAW is a vector-based software. Always leave it on enhanced by default, please. With this, it will your it won't pixelate. I think that is a very different topic. You understand? And I don't want to bore us with it right now or confuse us with it. Okay, but by default, it will be on enhanced, full screen preview. As if you want to preview your job on full screen, this is it. You can see, or you can just press F9 on your keyboard. Yeah, full screen preview. Okay, to zoom in, to zoom out. Here you go. To zoom to fit and all of that. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Layout. You can insert page. Now, CorelDRAW is also good for creating multiple pages. You can insert page. You can duplicate page. You can rename page. You can so many things. Let's click on insert page. Look at I'm trying to insert a page. It ask me number of pages. I can click 1 or 2 3 4. I can increase it whichever way I want. I can put the page, should it be before this or after this? That is, you understand, existing page, it says one. I can adjust that because I have just one existing page. Page size I get to decide and as well. So let's just create number of page one and let us leave it after. So it's going to create a page right in front of page one, which is going to be page two around this side. You see it? Here you go, page two. This is page one, page two, page one, page two. Can you see that? Page one, page two. So let's go back to page one. All right. So um okay, you can do a lot of a number of things with the pages. Insert page, delete page. You can name your pages and all of that. So let's go to object. For object, you can do quite a number of things. It's an advanced tool, though most of it are advanced and all of that. Let's go to effect. These are advanced tools. When we get to CorelDRAW, for probably intermediate or advanced CorelDRAW, we will deal with some of these. For bitmap, advanced. Yeah, text. Okay, for text, let's do something really quick. In level one, I thought that I was taught us how to go through text tool, and then I'm just going to click on it. Let's type let's type Corel. Let's type CorelDRAW. Yeah, let's type CorelDRAW. Let me zoom in. I believe by now you know how to zoom. If you watched level one, by now you should know how to zoom. All right, so this is CorelDRAW. I just typed it in, and then I'm going to go to text. I want to just show something we can do with the very basics in text tool. Uh, change case and then uppercase, title case, lowercase, depending. Let's choose uppercase. This will turn all of my um, alphabet characters to uppercase. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see? Yeah. Or you can just type it in with your keyboard, that is caps lock, and then you type in case form. You understand? So whichever one you choose, it's just fine. All right. So that's that for text. Let's go to table. Uh, for the table, oh, I think I mentioned how to create tables in level one. So I think we should watch that. All right. And tools, Windows. Okay, I think I might need to touch a bit on this. For Windows, you can create a new window, which is creating like a new CorelDRAW window itself. Like this, the entire surface of this, you get to create another one. You understand? And I don't think that's necessary right now. Okay. For workspace, we have lights, default, touch. Then we have specialty. You can choose as illustration, page layout, or Adobe Illustrator, but we get to use default. Leave some of your things as default settings, so you just don't tamper with something you do not understand or do not know. Really, really important, please. Dockers, we have toolbars. Excuse me, please. We have toolbars. We have color palettes here, and basically so many other things there like that. Okay, so I'm gonna touch up here again. This is to open a new document, just like from here. Several ways to open a new document. You see, from there you can open from here too. From here, you can open an existing document by browsing through the folder where the document is located, just like it says. Control O, or you come here to open, or Control O, or directly from your document. You can just double click on your CorelDRAW file. They appear this way. You can just double click on your CorelDRAW file. If you double click here, double click, that is left click, it is going to open in your CorelDRAW. Excuse me, please. It's going to open in your CorelDRAW. Here, you can just click on this to save, or Ctrl S. I mostly use Ctrl S. These are cloud, open Corel from cloud, or upload to your cloud if you have a cloud account. P to print, basic printing actually. Yeah, paste, undo, Ctrl Z, import, export, publish to PDF. You can publish to PDF. Oh yeah, this your zoom levels. You can zoom to fit. You can zoom to page. You can zoom to width. You can zoom to height. You can zoom 10%. You can see. You can zoom to 100%. You can zoom to fit. You will most likely be needing the zoom to fit, and maybe the zoom to page. You can see that. Okay. So, and then your full screen mode, and then your rulers. Okay. Yeah, I think they are checked already for you. Show grid. I don't think you need this. You can. Well, I don't think you need it. This is what it does. It shows the grid. Let's say if you're working with if you need grid lines to work with and all of that, but I don't need it here. Okay, so I'm just going to uncheck that. This should be show guidelines. All right, so snap to object. Leave yours on object. Okay, all right. You can customize CorelDRAW, by the way, but I don't think I need that right now. You can customize it, customization tools, global workspaces. You can just play with it as well. You can customize. These are other CorelDRAW, CorelDRAW barcode wizard, capture, CorelDRAW photo paint, CorelDRAW itself, capture, font manager, other CorelDRAW softwares. You understand? This is where you get to select under here your page size. A4. I said we have in level one. You said we have different kind of sizes. A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, 5, 6, like that. So many all of these here are sizes, different kind of sizes. uh you can, that is your page sizes, your document sizes, this blank white sheet you see here. Okay, you can also input a custom size depending. Let's say if you want a square 5 by 5, you can just input it. You type it in there. You can always pick between portrait and landscape. Or for this, you can always apply the same page size to all the pages in the document, or apply only like this different page sizes to all the documents. You understand? Let's say my page one here, I always have it to this though, which is different page size. That is, your document size will only be applied to your current page. Okay, so in my page one I can have A1, A4 rather. In my page two I can have 5 by 5 inches, or let's say A5 or A6 depending. You understand? So, or even a business card size, I think we have it here. Yeah, business card. I think that's 3.5 by 2 thereabouts when you click on it. Okay, so many, many of these tools and their use. Okay, so we have, okay, you can, I really don't touch on this, by the way. All right, so let me go into colors. If you click, if you check this arrow here, these two arrows, okay, you can click on it and then it shows you other color palettes. You see there are so many of them, so many colors you can choose from, so many. There are just so many of them, so many beautiful colors you can choose from to create amazing designs. All right, so next I'm going to, most of the recent colors you get to choose from here appears here in CorelDRAW. If I pick any recent color, let's just assume I want to color one of these, and then I pick from here, that color appears here as well as my recent color. Okay, if in case I just want to quickly get hold of it and get to use it. All right, so quickly let's um let's go to page 2. All right, because page 1 is quite mumbled up with so many things. So let me create a circle. I believe we know how to do create a circle, and let's paint the circle. Let's give it green. Okay, um now let's go to our shape tool. I want to go deeper into shape tool, into other shapes. Let's go smooth. I don't think I want to use this, but let's go into smear. What smear tool does is just, you can just click and drag at the edge of any shape or object, shape or something, and then just smear this way. Can you see that? Just let's click and drag, let's click and drag, let's click and drag. Can you see that? Let's click and drag, let's click and drag, creating some kind of funny shape. Let's click and drag. I can undo this, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Okay, so that's basically what it does. Let me run through twirl. This twist your design, kind of, you just let's click and twirl it around. You see, what it does? You see what it does right there? Let me try with probably a box. Okay, let's try with a box, and then we select twirl again, we select it, let's see, you just click and drag, 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 click and drag. That is it. It's funny. Let's create some kind of, that's looking weird though. Now let's go to attract and repel. For this you can attract, I just click outside and then it attracts. Okay, I need to select it. Yeah, sorry, you have to always select your object and then click and drag. See, it's attracting. See, you can, or it can attract this way too. Can you see that? Let's bring it close enough. See, bring it close enough. All right, just take it close enough. Can you see that? All right. Okay, so next one, smudge. I just smudged off. That was too much. Ctrl Z. Just smudge things out a bit. Click and drag. Just let's click and drag. See, funny looking shapes actually. All right, so um, let's just take it all back to shape tool. Roughen does almost the same thing with smudge. Let's just take it back to shape tool. All right, crop tool, knife tool. Yeah, let's use the knife tool. With this, you can just cut, click and drag. Can you see? I can just cut out a particular point and then select pick tool, pick this out. Look, with the knife tool, see what I just did? I had to cut that off with the knife tool. Okay, knife tool, very important tool. Let's just take it back to crop tool. I taught us how to use crop tool in level 1. Okay, zoom tool, I believe we are clear on that. Freehand tool. Okay, let's go a bit into freehand tool. Let's see some of, let's use this 2-point line, not so sure of it. I basically don't really use it. I mean, freehand tool will do what it does. So let's go to Bezier tool. Bezier tool can create curves for you. That is, you just click and drag this way. Can you see that? Click and drag. You can double click to continue. You can click like that. See, well, I'm just gonna delete that. Okay, Bezier tool. These are just the basics of what this tool does. Okay. All right. I think I prefer the pen tool for things like this. By the way, I can just click and drag. Yeah. Click at a point and then click and drag like this. Click and drag. Once you drag, it creates like a curve for you. All right. If you want to stop it, you just have to double click. Okay. Can you see that? With the pen tool, if you want to stop it, double click and then you're done. Alright, so we have B spline, does almost the same thing. It just create curves like that. Click, double click to stop it. Alright, so um, let's go into the next tool quickly. Let's go to artistic media tool. With artistic media, you can create some funny brushes. Sorry, I'm using the word funny, but you can just create some. Look at this, looks like an eyebrow. All right, you can just create some shapes. All right, I think I like to use the brush, if even if at all, and then the brush. With the brush, you can select from here whichever one you need, and then let's probably use this, and then let's just paint over it like that. You just click and drag, or you just click, yeah, click and drag. See, click and drag. Look at that. Click and drag. Click and drag. Funny. Click and drag. Look at that. Click and drag. Click, drag. You see that? Let me just Ctrl Z to undo all of that. Okay. You can use calligraphy. This can create something like a logo. No, not a logo purely, but like a writing, like a signature writing there. But you can just with your mouse just click and drag, hold it to create. Click and drag, hold it to create. You understand? Let's say I want to write C. Look at that. Okay, so Ctrl Z to undo all of that. Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Yeah. Um. Next, let's go to. I think that would be all for that aspect. Um. Next, let's do a bit of thing with the tools in here. All right, in shadow, contour, blend, distort, and let's do it with text. Okay, let's write tutorial again. Let's write tutorial. Okay, I'm going to change my font. I taught us how to do this in level 1. Let's use this very nice simple font. Let me zoom in properly so you can see clearly what I'm doing. I'm going to paint this, give it a color red, or let's say green. Maybe. So I'm going to come here. Under shadow, we have contour, we have blend, distort, we have envelope, we have extrude, we have block shadow. I taught us how to use shadow. Uh, let's try contour. I don't really use it, but okay, contour set too large. Let me just leave that. Let's try blend. I basically don't really use it as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. But the ones I really get to use, envelope, I really love to use this. You can make your text kind of bigger here, just to make it punchy in front. Let's say you want to create a t-shirt design, something like that. You can You can make it look funny though. You see, you can do a lot of things with it. Okay, but in all of this, you have to be intentional about design itself. Okay, there are principles applied to design. You can't just do anything just anyhow because you know how to use a particular tool. All right, let me just undo that and hope it returns back to its initial. Okay, now let's go to the next one, extrude. Okay, I'm just going to click left click and drag. Okay, I can drop this here. Okay, no, remember I told us that this extrude is to create like 3D kind of effect. Okay, is to create like 3D kind of effect. uh, just hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, I might need to really deal with this in some advanced classes. Okay, but let me just control Z and that. But basically that's what it does. um, we have block shadow. Oh, sorry, that was meant to. Yeah, sorry. When you click on block shadow, you just click and drag. Once it brings this out, you're able to create this nice looking text effect. It gives you a shadow, a very thick shadow. You understand? So that's that. And color eyedropper advanced classes. And okay, so that's it. So if you want to create a new document, let's say from page 1 to page 2, you want to create another sorry, another page, not document, another page. You can come to page 1, page 2. You can come here, right click, and then insert page, or delete page, or duplicate page, whichever one. I can insert page, and then I have another page. So it's same. So I can just come here to my zoom here at the top, and then page. You see, it brings out the white canvas again. Simple and effective. Okay, simple and effective. All right. um yeah, so let's look into just creating something simple. Okay, beginners class, right? Let me just create this white circle. I held down control to create a perfect circle. Okay, and then just put this right here, and then probably just give this color blue, or maybe this light blue. Then I'm going to type something. Let's say I'm going to type hello viewers. All right, in order to type hello viewers on different, you can just type and then press enter to go to the next line and type again. All right, so hello viewers. I'm going to, with my pick tool, I told you can modify. If you've not watched the level 1 tutorial, please go back to go and watch it. You can always modify, and then I want to modify this and then just bring this in here. Something really simple. I can just bring this here. Okay, something very, very, very simple. Let's not complicate things for beginners. I can zoom in. Okay, see that? I can zoom in. I can just drop this in the middle. Can you see that? Okay, I can give this, I can come here and give this whichever color I want. Okay, I can decide to give this also whichever color that I want. Can you see that? I can just click on here, there. Basically just to give it whichever colors that I prefer for the sake of this tutorial. And just look at that. We're able to create something very, very simple. You don't have to write hello viewers, you can just write something else. I mean, these are just basics of um, CorelDRAW. So I hope to see you in the next video. Please check the description below for CorelDRAW beginners level 2, no sorry, level 3. CorelDRAW for beginners level 3 will be in the description, you get, so you can always watch that to, you know, for the next steps that I'll be taking us to. Okay, but please make sure you practice what you have learned in CorelDRAW beginners level 1 and 2. Make sure you practice it. In level 3 we might start going into things like duplicating, things like, taking this down a bit. In level 3 we might, want to take things up notch a little bit. I just want to quickly do something here. I'm not teaching this right now, I'm just trying to quickly do something. All of these that I'm trying to do now will come handy in probably level 3. You get, okay, so I can just quickly do something like this. Can you see that? Okay, level 3 is what you should watch out for. All right, let me just change my font to something a little bit more interesting. Should I put it that way? uh, okay, I don't know, been using this font. Okay, or let's not even write hello viewers, let's just create a simple logo and just write logo. All right, make this big, and there you go. you know there you go. That's just it. That's just it. Okay, something we just treated with block shadow. Well, we can just apply this right here and see that? You see that? Something we just treated with block shadow. I can. Oh, sorry about that. So there you go. I'll see you in level 3. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notification button. Thank you.